say the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh and the deeper the roots. I give a holler to my sisters on welfare.
Am I on? Okay. Hi, I'm Buzz Savage, good friend of Lynn Collins, host of the Just Chillin' Show. And right now, you can call this number, 861-4246, for a special giveaway.
Okay, welcome back to Just Chillin'. Once again, we're talking about the Hitchcock Center for Women. Can you ladies reintroduce yourself to Cleveland?
I'm Shari Hunt.
And I'm Simi Davis.
And your positions again?
Executive Director.
And Assessment Coordinator with the Department of Children and Family Services for the CARES program.
Okay, let's talk about your program. What exactly do you do again? And how does your program work? How does it all tie in?
Well, it ties in because we are an extension of Hitchcock Center for Women. We are located in the Department of Children and Family Services at 3955 Euclid Avenue. And once a worker identifies an individual or a family that may have a substance abuse problem, or they've identified some areas where they may think some substance abuse is going on, they'll make a referral to our department, and in return we'll do an assessment, which is a comprehensive assessment looking at various areas of the individual's life, their background, their chemical dependency use, as well as their education, their employment areas, criminal justice piece. So we look at a lot of areas to determine whether or not that individual is in need of treatment.
Okay, how does substance abuse impact on women and children? What are you guys saying?
Well, Shari's team is very important in how we do business because we are trying to meet the woman where she is and find out what she needs immediately. What you need to know is that there is new legislation that's out there that is just designed to terminate permanently the custody between mom and her child if she is discovered having a problem and she does not get any care. So our team is there to meet her as soon as a worker identifies that as an issue so that she doesn't lose any time and she can go get the help that she needs and not lose custody, because right now a judge can decide upon first meeting mom if she has a drug conviction, or if somebody calls 696 kids and says, you know, we suspect she's using drugs, from the moment she's adjudicated, he can begin that clock. And the judge can begin the clock. And once the clock starts ticking, if that child is out of the custody 12 out of 22 months, the judge can rule to terminate the custody permanently.
So as you guys are saying, it's best to seek help on your own and get the process started?
Yes.
Immediately, if not sooner.
Yes.
Okay, how does this impact on the children? What are you guys saying at the center?
Children are impacted, you know, because you're looking at children being taken away from their families, from what has become a safe haven or what they know to be home for them. And to have a child taken out of the home is not only devastating for the child, but also for the parents that are involved also. And with substance abuse, because of the nature of the disease and because of the denial system that's wrapped around it, a woman may stay locked into her disease longer than what she really believes that it's been going on. So to get the help immediately, because you don't want to lose your children. You don't want them taken away. You know, it's such a horrible experience to see that happening with children. I've heard so many stories of how children have been taken away from their moms and from their dads, and some going towards permanent custody, going towards adoption. You know, so it's very devastating.
I think the other issues have to do with a child's ability to attach to mom, and we already know, I mean, you've heard this for years and years, if the child is unable to attach to biological mom early at birth and on, there's all kinds of problems that result. Children having difficulties learning, they don't reach their developmental markers, they have behavior problems in school, and then the practical matters. If mom is out using and she has been away so long, she's lost some of her authority in the home. And so now you've got a child that's not listening to mom, and mom is not able to parent in the way that she should, and you start seeing it in the school, you see it in daycare, you see it in the streets, and you see it in prison. Ultimately, you see those kinds of problems because this is a child who's not going to respond to authority at all.
Okay, I guess my question would be, if I'm that young lady, my kids are acting out, say they're with my mom, when I get over there, she's giving me a hard time. I'm chasing drugs, I'm chasing basic living needs. Why treatment?
You got to stop the insanity.
Yes.
You got to stop. At some point, you just have to stop the cycle. And it's about choice. It's about whether you want to keep living like that. And what I found out from talking to a lot of women that come into treatment is they may not have wanted to be there on that day, but there's a sense of relief that they're there at that time in their life. And if they can just get there, we'll help them do the rest. It's about being sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Okay. And if I've never worked, because I'm out there hustling, what do you guys got for me?
Well, first of all, we offer treatment services to everyone, regardless of their ability to pay the bill. We have county funds that are made available for what we call medically indigent, or someone that doesn't have funds to pay for their treatment. We have a variety of options for those who can pay a little bit, because everybody can pay something. If you can buy your drugs, you can probably pay for a day of treatment. So we have a way to help assess what is a reasonable amount for treatment for you. In addition, we have a program for those, because a lot of women that come in are homeless by the time they get to us because they've run out of options. And so we do have a transitional housing program that allows a woman to stay there for 2 years, and she can live with us 2 years past her treatment. And that's through a grant that we have with HUD. And she's able to stay there, and while she is there, she's going to receive some job training, vocational guidance, what they call job readiness, which addresses that concern. If you've never gotten up at 9 o'clock for an interview, you're not going to do that just because we say you should. So there's a whole lot of exercises that are designed to help her get ready to do that. We have a pre-employment training program for those that aren't quite ready to get out there, where they're able to do some work in the building and around the grounds and report to a supervisor and so forth, and get used to those kinds of things. Resume assistance, putting together a resume, filling out an application for a job. And right now, in the last 2 years, we've had an 85% job placement rate within 8 months.
See, I guess my question is, with you guys centers, straight talking to other centers, I mean, that sounds great for a person without any issues. What keeps people from coming to your door? All the stuff you guys are providing. I mean, it sounds wonderful.
Well, I mentioned denial. You know, I don't have a problem. Or a lot of times they'll compare. I'm not like this person over here, or I'm not as bad as that person, and I may still have my car, or I still may have my home, or they haven't taken my children. So I compare myself with someone who may be a little more worse off than what I am, and say that I'm okay. And it may keep you locked into that denial. And one thing, if you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. The results are going to be the same every time, and they get worse because, again, this is a progressive disease.
Sammy?
I think the issue with women is that drugs and alcohol are killing us at a much faster rate. The way that our bodies are put together is very different from men, and we metabolize, or we break down drugs a lot faster, and it takes a lot less for us to become addicted. And so usually by the time a woman is ready to come to treatment, she's already had some damage to her vital organs and to her daily functioning. And so we have to arrest that right away. What stops them from coming in, besides denial, is not having good information and not knowing what treatment is. We don't do anything to anybody. We offer some tools, and it's up to her whether she wants to take those tools. We don't make any assumptions about any woman that comes in. When she comes in, she brings what she has, and we're clear that she brought some things to the table. and she probably was functioning a lot better before she was using. So we respect that, and then it's up to her to make the choice to use the tools that we offer.
Okay, in closing, closing word of hope for the families, closing word of hope for the women, and a way you guys can be reached, and then a little bit of information about your fundraising that's coming up.
For the families, there's hope, because families go through the same desperation, hopelessness, isolation as the person who uses and abuses drugs and alcohol do. Excuse me. And just knowing that you're not alone, that there is hope, and there is someone out there who can help. And Hitchcock is one of those places that offers that help.
Okay, Simi?
Hitchcock is located right at the top of University Circle. We're on 1227 Ansel Road. The phone number is area code 216-421-0662. And if you don't get that number, you can always call First Call for help and just ask for Hitchcock Center. We are designed for women. We are there to support women and their families. And if you are a family member and you're witnessing someone you love deteriorating, there is hope and help for you and for her.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to thank my guests for being with us tonight. Just Chillin's a joint production of the City of Cleveland Health Department, WRUW, and the Cleveland Treatment Center. Stay tuned for In Blue, coming your way next. Thank you and peace. Thanks to Harold and Chris for outstanding technical assistance. Thank you.